Good morning. Today is Sunday. I am going to make a squash soup using this squash here that I got from Whole Foods. It is so flavorful. It is so delicious. It's like 5 steps up on the flavor profile from a butternut squash. So I'm gonna make a soup with this today, probably take some to my aunt and uncle. It is freezing cold here. I'm gonna light a little fire and get cozy. I'm also going to make my asparagus and add the stems to the stock bucket. Remember the stock bucket that we had? And get my stock on for today. So let's go ahead and get started. Look how beautiful this celery is from Whole Foods. I love it. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Always check. Look at, ugh, it's a little corrody. I'm gonna peel that off before I put that in my stock. Yeah, look, see, you always want to check that. All of this looks good. Everything here for the mirepoix. This is all gonna get blended, so you don't have to be super precise with like how you're chopping, like how big or small things are, because it's gonna all get emulsified. These onions are getting me. Woo! I've been going really hard on just, you know, that kale and white bean soup. Sorry, my eyes are just like bugging. I've just been juicing a ton, eating that kale and white bean soup, just eating super clean. And I feel so good. My inflammation is down in my body. I don't know, I just feel, other than this onion killing my eyes right now, I've just been feeling really, really, really good lately. There's our mirepoix, let's get it on the stove. While that's cooking, we can get our garlic. With the garlic, you always want to smash it and cut it and let it sit for about 10 minutes if you can. This stove drives me nuts. Oh, it's so annoying. I don't know how to fix that. Anyway, smash your garlic and let it sit for about 10 minutes before you put it in your pot. That releases all of the healing compounds of the garlic. And then we'll put all the garlic peel in for the stock. Years ago, back in like 2017, 2018, I was doing cooking videos, live cooking videos on Facebook. Those were the best. We had the best time on that. Like, it was so much fun. Part of me wishes I would have just stuck with that, but it happened in my life. And I moved out of the house I was in, and my life just took a wild turn. So I got away from doing that, but oh, how I wish I would have just stuck with that. Who knows where I would be right now. Might even have my own cooking show. Anyway, Life lifed, and here we are. Go into this, I'll be right back. Always with the red lentils, gives so much flavor. While all of that is browning up, I turned it down on low while we did this. I'm keeping the skin on. The last time I made this, I took the seeds out. I have them sitting over here drying out because I'm gonna try to plant them and see how that goes. Scrape these out. Oh, this smells so good. Squash is so good for you. It's full of fiber. It's full of so many vitamins and minerals. You can roast it, put it in soups and stews. Just absolutely love, love, love squash. With most everything, all of your nutrients are right here in the skin. So I love having skin on all of my fruits and veg. So we're just gonna chop this up. This one's hard. I'm gonna chop this up and we're gonna saute it with our mirepoix. I'm excited to get this stock on. This red curry squash is full of beta carotene, so hello, vitamin A. Potassium, fiber, it's so rich in flavor. It has like a nutty, like chestnut flavor to it. Because it doesn't have as much water as butternut squash, it holds the flavor better. So I'm so excited to try it in this soup. And also, like I said, you can eat the skin of this, so you don't even have to worry about peeling that. So, okay, let's put that in our pot. This is my absolute favorite seasoning. It adds so much amazing flavor. Good teaspoon of that. Add a pinch of coriander, a little bit of ginger, tiny bit of turmeric, absolute touch, just a little bit of nutmeg, always with a little red pepper flake. Just to add a little zaza. I'm gonna use this no chicken broth. I need 2, but I only have 1, so I'm going to use some organic vegetable broth as well. I personally don't like super thick soup, so when this emulsifies, I think with the 2 boxes of broth, it's gonna be the perfect consistency. All right, we're gonna bring this to a boil and then we're gonna put it on low, put the lid on cracked and let it cook for about a half an hour before we emulsify it. I absolutely love roasted onions, so I'm gonna roast some asparagus with some of this onion. And we're also gonna roast some potatoes. I am absolutely starving and cannot wait to eat this. I like to do everything on one sheet. The less you have to clean, the better, in my opinion. That's exactly what we are going to do. Instead of just lopping off your asparagus, you can go where it starts, where it naturally breaks. And that's how you know. So you don't get that woody, like the woody part at the end. It'll just naturally break for you. But if you don't feel like messing around with it, just do that. This is gonna make that stock so good. Okay, spread the asparagus out on here. I'm just gonna roast all of it. I'll probably eat all of it too because I'm obsessed with roasting asparagus. Okay, I wanna do that. I wanna take this. Soup over there smells so good. Check this, make sure there's no moldy bits in it, like the last one. I'm just gonna put that. Put that here. Love roasted onion. I'm gonna have to do the potatoes on a separate one. I don't have room. Normally I would just try to put it all on one, but don't have room for that. I'm gonna do our onions here instead. So certain vegetables have better absorption when heated or eaten raw. So with onions and asparagus, they're both high in vitamin C. However, cooking them slightly reduces that. But cooking them also boosts the antioxidant properties, especially when you pair it with the fat, which we just did with the avocado oil. But with both of these, the fiber stays intact. So that's a good thing. We need that fiber to feed all of those probiotics in our belly. I'm gonna do the salt like this, so I don't salt it to death. I just like simple salt and pepper on my asparagus and onion. Okay, beautiful. Let's get it roasted. I'm roasting it on 400 and I'm gonna start with 15 minutes and see what that looks like. Okay, nothing from the potatoes is gonna go in this stock bucket. So you can see we have a nice, amazing stock bucket. What I am going to do though, is I'm actually going to put some garlic in there. Okay, I do wanna cook it with some garlic. Okay, now I'm gonna add it to the pot. Just add it to our pot. And we're gonna cover that in some water. My only regret is not having mushrooms to put in here because that is just like chef's kiss. It makes it so flavorful, but this is gonna be pretty flavorful. This is gonna be amazing. This is the best. I mean, you know, if you cook often in the kitchen and you have scraps, obviously don't start a stock container if it's gonna sit in the refrigerator for 2 weeks. You don't want that because that's gonna go bad. A couple days, okay, but not a week. So when did I start this? I hope this wasn't a week ago. I think this was a week ago. Anyway, but doing this and saving your scraps and using your scraps to make stock, you'll never have to buy veggie stock again. And even bonus if you can put some cabbage in here. Okay, so all I did was just fill the pot up. Can you see? It's filled right up to the top. Now I'm gonna add salt and pepper. Ooh, that was a lot of pepper. Okay, put the lid on, cook it down all day, and then we strain it. What I like to do is if I have pieces of carrot or whatever I can, kind of extract it for the dog, but not mandatory. Okay, I have some organic fingerling potatoes here. I love that they're multicolored. That just means more extra antioxidants, especially the purple ones. You know what I always say about the purple ones. So I'm just gonna roast some of these up. I don't want to use all of them because I won't eat all of them. I'm not that big of a stickler on trying to get all of the eyes off of this. obviously the major ones in the dirt. Try to dry these off as much as possible. They do have quite a bit of dirt on them. Whoa, this one has a lot of dirt on it. Cut that off because I can't sit here and clean them. I mean, I do have a scrub brush sitting here, so I guess I could do that. That would probably be easiest. These multicolor fingerling potatoes are actually a complex carbohydrate, so they won't spike your blood sugar and they give you energy. They are an excellent source of potassium. They're high in vitamin B6, which supports brain function, and they are rich in fiber, especially if you keep the skin on. And we always do. Remember what I told you, always keep the skin on. I can't decide if I'm gonna just do all of them. Roast, I think I'm just gonna roast all of them. Let's do it. If you've watched any of my videos, I always talk about purple skinned fruits and vegetables. So these are purple potatoes. They have that extra antioxidant called anthocyanin, which specifically targets inflammation and helps to lower inflammation. The red potatoes, these guys, have flavonoids that help protect your heart. And the yellow and gold ones actually support eye health, which is great for my uveitis. Roasting these actually preserves the minerals and makes the starch more digestible. Roasting these in avocado oil, which is a healthy fat, actually improves the nutrient absorption. I'm cutting all of these lengthwise just because, I mean, you can cut them however you want. I love using these in potato salads. I roast them quite a bit. I'll use these and roast them up and put them in the niçoise salad. I'm just gonna throw these here. You know what I love to put on this? I'm totally doing this. Let me show you. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I use this in my kitchen and everybody just thought my potatoes were superior, and this is why. This is the key, and you can use this for dressings, avocado oil, lemon, garlic, salt, pepper, and herb de Provence. I'm obsessed. It has a little bit of lavender in it. It is so delicious, and let me tell you how amazing this goes with potatoes. I'm just gonna toss the potatoes here in this avocado oil, get them nice and coated. Also, everything I do always is with clean hands. Obviously, if I'm cooking for other people, I'm wearing gloves, but I am constantly washing my hands to my own detriment. Like, my hands are so dry right now because I'm constantly washing them. So please don't ever watch my videos and think it's disgusting how she manhandles everything with her hands. My hands are the cleanest hands, okay? So, put some pink Himalayan sea salt on there, pepper, and herb de Provence. Just gonna take that. I wanna flip all these over because I want the cut part to get nice and toasty brown. So flip all those over. Sounds like our onion and asparagus is ready to come out. And then these guys will go in and I will roast them at 400 for, I'm gonna start off with 30 minutes and then we'll see where they're at. These look perfect. This is scalding, but I desperately want to try it. Asparagus and onions are excellent prebiotics. Little onion. I'm obsessed with roasted onion. If you wanted to brighten these up a little bit, you could add a little squeeze of lemon, some vegan parm. While the potatoes roast, let's blend up our soup. We have to try this now because this is when we make the decision on if it needs any other flavor. Salt, seasoning, whatever. No, I think it tastes delicious. That's really good. Okay, let's blend. If you don't have an immersion blender, which is this guy here, you can transfer all of this to a blender, but just be careful. Your blender has to have the lid that releases the steam, otherwise it can explode. All right, that looks beautifully blended. It's creamy, but not like super thick. I do not like super thick soup like that. So this looks perfect. Now it's time to try it. Look at that. Oh my God. Wow. That squash is incredible. You have to make this with that red curry squash. That is so flavorful. Yum. I'm so impressed. I don't want to bring this to a boil. I just want to keep it on low. I'm gonna put the lid on for about another 10 minutes so that way the flavors can kind of come together after blending. But that is a flavorful soup. You wanna see what the stock's doing? Stock is boiling away over here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell this. It smells incredible. It's so good. You can see it's starting to get some color in there. Yeah. It's been boiling for about 15 minutes now, so we're gonna turn the heat down on that to low, and I'm gonna put the lid on this, and we're gonna cook it for about 2 hours. Making your own stock is so healthy for you. You have so many vitamins and minerals. You have potassium and magnesium, which is great for nerve and muscle support. You have sulfur compounds from the garlic and the onion, so that's great for your immune and liver support. Polyphenols and antioxidants, so you have anti-inflammatory benefits. Prebiotic compounds, which is great for your gut bacteria. It's just so good, so make your own stock. This is all cooled now, so we can put it away. Probably get the potatoes in here too, because I plan on eating some of those before they go in. I actually turned the oven off. I only let them cook for about 20 minutes. Ooh, these look amazing. Yes. Ooh, yeah. So good. Look at that. Beautiful. Yep, these guys are done. Okay, before we use, I have to try this for you. The fingerling. The herb de Provence is everything. Everything. So good. Just to give you guys an idea of how long it took to make all of this, including the soup, it took less than an hour to do all of that. This is so insanely good. So good. Okay, I'm doing the same juice that I did last Sunday, except for this time I have some turmeric to add to it. I got it at the store. As you can see, it looks very similar to ginger. This is the turmeric here. This is the ginger, except for this is orange. All right, let's get to cleaning all the veg. feel like I need an apron. I always think this part looks like sherbet. Look at how beautiful. Wow, that's so good. When I first found out I had ankylosing spondylitis, and after they put me on the biologics and told me, which I was allergic to, and told me that low-dose chemo was going to be my future, that's when I decided to take matters into my own hands and start a healthy lifestyle. I went plant-based, specifically vegan, and started a yoga meditation practice. But anyway, every Sunday I would go to the farmer's market and load up on fruits and veg and come home, and I would juice 4 quarts of this exact beet juice and 4 quarts of green juice. And I would have that for the week. That's what I would drink, you know, every morning and then throughout the day. And I truly think that juicing is what changed my health around. Yes, I was eating healthy foods, you know, and salads and all of the good things. And I was eating, you know, really clean. But also just what I just noticed instantly was the lowering of my inflammation from juicing and how my gut health turned around. And it is hard to pinpoint one specific thing because I completely changed my diet and my lifestyle, started going to bed early, getting more sleep. Like I did it all at once. But I noticed a huge difference in 30 days. If you're watching this and you have seen everything that I'm juicing, all I can say is I just encourage you to give it a try. I would love to know after doing this for a couple weeks how you feel. I do also need to share some news with you. I went to the rheumatologist because I have this active uveitis flare, and I only get the flare once a year. I don't think I've had a flare in like 2 years until now. But anyway, the eye doctors keep saying this is systemic. You need to go in, you need to talk to a rheumatologist, basically get on a biologic so this can stop happening. And again, I'm not against science or anything, but I have done so well for myself with my diet that I, can't imagine having to do that. I went and saw the rheumatologist. I have feelings about that. I feel like she was a bit dismissive over my lifestyle. But she did say, the x-rays are going to tell the story. If you've had progression of your disease, if you have fusing of the spine, etc., then you need to be on a biologic. She also did some blood tests. Blood tests look great. Blood work was good. Then I just got my x-ray results this morning. I'm so happy. No fusion on my spine. I could almost cry telling you guys that because I got diagnosed 10 years ago. Okay, I got diagnosed October of 2015, so just over 10 years ago, but I had been living in pain already for a couple years prior to that. So I technically have had AS for over 10 years. And with this disease, everybody is different, but after 10 years, you would normally start to see some fusion of the spine. It's called the bamboo spine. That's what this disease is called. So just knowing that I have been able to manage this through diet and lifestyle makes me so happy. Like, I don't know, the only thing that showed some fusion was my SI joint. My SI joints, my left more than my right, but it said something like that's like past fusion. It's not progressive fusion, meaning it's not something that's new, it's something that's old. So that could have been from like years ago, which is why I was always in immense pain in my SI joints. It used to hurt me so badly. I work really hard at all this, and I believe so wholeheartedly in using food as medicine and doing all of this juicing and eating all of these clean foods that I was just ecstatic when I saw those results. Now my doctor, I don't have my appointment with my doctor for a couple more weeks for her to go over it, but she basically said, based on the x-rays, we'll be able to tell if you need to go on a biologic to stop the progression or not. But considering I don't have any progression and my sed rate is not high, slightly elevated, I have a really good feeling about this because I don't know how I would feel if she tells me that I do need a biologic. Anyway, that was the good news I had to share with you guys. I will keep you posted what my doctor says, but you know, I will always be on that soapbox preaching food is medicine because I'm living proof that it works. Cheers to that, you guys. Okay, enough crying. We have more juicing to do. I don't want to be that girl that cries on the internet. I feel like, oh, everybody makes fun of people who do that, but I'm sorry. This is very moving. It's very touching. Let's get going with this green juice. The key to this juice is black pepper. Why black pepper, do you ask? Well, adding black pepper with turmeric makes it 2,000 times more bioavailable. So what does that mean? It means your body can recognize it, absorb it, and use it. So you have to have black pepper. I add just a little bit to it, like honestly, the tiniest bit of pepper. Look at that, can you see that? Ooh, I love green juice so much. Now you know we have to try it. This is so exciting to me. I find this so exciting. Add a little black pepper. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna say that about all my juices because they're all delicious. That ginger, God, I love ginger. Yeah, I love this. Love, love, love. You can also add pear, cucumber. Cucumber is always good to add to your juice. Basil, basil's the game changer. I hope you guys enjoyed the juicing. Try them for yourself. Let me know in the comments if you did try it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do it for a couple weeks. See how you feel. Love to hear that too. If you're new here, thank you so much for hanging out and watching this video. I would love for you to subscribe so you can continue to get more yummy recipes and see what the dogs are up to. And if you've been around for a while, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. So please like and share the video, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!